Hey everyone, this is AJ Frazier from Frazier Comics here with another episode on indie comics. And today's indie comic we'll be talking about is Canaanite, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Comic book coming from Blackbird Comics. Writer and artist is Elijah Crow and Gene Sinclair. And this is the first premiere issue 1 of this comic book. So, and again, after this video clip, please put your comments down below to tell me how to pronounce this, because I've been having a hard time pronouncing this. Yeah, let's just get right into it. As you can see, this is the cover. We got the back of the cover here, all the information. Yeah, I really like this cover. It just kind of screams out like Venom to me from Marvel. That's kind of what this black stuff is. Why don't we get into the comic a little bit? So here you go. Here's the first page of it, and then we've got all this right here. Yep, Elijah Crow and Gene Sinclair. And again, I apologize in advance if I'm mispronouncing any of this, because I still have a hard time pronouncing the name of this book. But this is actually really cool. So yeah, this is the first page right here. Pretty much the bad guy right there going on. This is where the main character kind of gets his powers. He gets infected. And this is a really cool part. So basically, it's a holy armor, but it's demonically possessed. And then he gets transformed, gets the armor on, and then turns out to be this right here. Sorry for the glare. Can't really get a good shot of this here. Maybe we can just, yeah, there we go. So, yep, and moving on. Forgot to show, but throughout this book there's going to be a lot of military lingo, like from what this guy says, if you can read that right there. A lot of yeah, that's what makes this very kind of unique, is that the writer, he's got like a military background from Blackbird Comics. He runs the publisher, and yeah, I was after I read this, I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. I'm no military expert whatsoever by far, but it's actually pretty cool to read all this stuff, because I just, like, some of the stuff I didn't even know what they communicate. It's mostly like a lot of walkie-talkie etiquette, military talk. Yeah, why don't we move on? Here basically talks about the origin of that armor, goes into kind of like a religious aspect here, and what happened. Okay, moving on. And then it just kind of ends off right here when he's on the new job, and then the real bad guy reveals himself. So, and now we're just waiting on issue 2. So yeah, that was Canaanite, issue 1 by Blackbird Comics. So far I haven't heard anything about issue 2 coming out anytime soon. Last I heard, it was kind of like on the hiatus, so it might be a bit for, again, some of us indie creator comic book guys, such as myself. Always kind of struggling to get around to get production done, development. I mean, we all know, we've all been there and done all that stuff before, and still doing it, using campaign crowdfunders, stuff like that to get things out. It's a lot of hard work, so it's like I totally understand. But each self-publisher or publisher is different out there, how they handle things. I know I've got my own strategy on handling things. It may work, it may not work, you know, trial and error type thing. But yeah, definitely excited to read on the second issue whenever it comes out. Definitely check out blackbirdcomics.com and see what they got. And yeah, so as of right now, it's in our Frazier Comics official collection. Oh, and the overall scale that I will give this, here, this book, give it about like a 9 out of 10 here from Frazier Comics. And again, everyone's got their flaws and, you know, imperfections, like I've said before in these videos. And definitely I recommend this book to any kind of military, army type people out there that's interested in comic books and reading. This is definitely a good book. And then, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, again, Venom in some way, because of the demonic black goo that kind of infects the gold armor. It's definitely interesting. So it's like all at the same time keeping the guy alive and giving him all these like powers and stuff, with military tactics and things like that. Definitely a good read. I like it. I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy all kinds of indie creators creations. That's just kind of what I like to invest in, talk about them, especially on what people got on Kickstarter, trying to start up, and things like that, which I believe everyone deserves to be in the spotlight once in a good while. And so, and I think that would conclude today's episode. Join us next time for our official release for Phenomenal Instincts Issue 0, the prequel, exclusively coming from us, Fraser Comics Originals. And then we'll finally go into detail on that once I get the physical copies in, which should be sometime today. Can't guarantee we'll get a video out today after I unpackage everything, take a look at it, make sure everything's fine. And soon will be available on our shop and on the Comics Wellsprings bookstore. So, and again, it's also a free digital download for all my appreciation and support that I've gotten from fans and stuff, family, friends, everybody, even people on Kickstarter have supported me. So you look on our Facebook page, Twitter, whatever, there's a free digital download link on there. And if there isn't, please let me know, give me a shout out, message, email, whatever, and I will surely give you a free digital download of that. Unfortunately, the physical copy is not free. You're gonna have to pay for that, so plus shipping. But anyway, that'll be next time here on Fraser Comics Indie Comics, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.